What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, the Vaslap. It is a Monday, and you are watching the South American Tour, episode number 60. Now, before we get into any of the video, I need to make a little bit of a public apology to you guys. The last two videos, which you are never going to see, did not record correctly. So there was an issue with my recording software that I use. For some reason, an update happened, and all my settings got reset. And I don't understand why, but when I recorded everything, it was recorded in such a low quality that it just wasn't available for human consumption. And I know you're not going to consume it, but you know what I mean. So unfortunately, this video today is a bit of a makeshift video. So we are going to recap what happened towards the end of the season, as well as the transfer special, because I had recorded those back to back and only realized after I recorded everything and saved the game, I didn't have a save state before all of that recording, which I could have just gone back and save scum, I guess, the results, which I didn't want to do. So that's also a thing. But luckily, I didn't have a save state close enough to that point. With that being said, we did win some trophies. We've done a couple of transfers. You guys will catch all of that. Before we do any of that stuff, hit subscribe, get notified, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Run that intro. Well, guys, like I said in the video, I apologize for the missed out action that you guys had. This is one of the missed out action you had. The Supercopa Uruguaya. We did beat Nacional 2-0. Absolutely dismantled them in this one. It took us to the 92nd minute till we broke the deadlock and then landed up scoring 2 goals. Gadea and Rosso. We'll talk about all these players that you might not recognize when we do this rebuild and all this catch-up episode. Basically, I'm going to go into full detail of the catch-up on how it worked and everything, and then move on, of course, into one game for today. We're going to take on Wanderers, but there you go. Playing the box formation, as we're calling it, and a couple of new faces in that squad, you'll notice. We'll have a look at these goals coming in the 92nd and the 93rd. Gadea's goal specifically, it's a brilliant goal. And here we have Gadea's goal. It came in from a nice cross from Corbo. We'll talk about him, but look at that overhead kick into the back of the net. Beautifully done. And then Rosso, in the literally the last kick of the game, absolutely smashed it into the bottom corner, knocking Nacional out. They did get a red card in the 62nd minute and made our lives a little bit easier. But you can see throughout the whole game, they had absolutely nothing. I think they only got their first shot after Furtado got sent off. That happened. Also, elsewhere, we did, unfortunately, lose the Supercopa America. Unfortunately, I can't show you the... not the best player. I can't show you the goal, but I can show you the history that, unfortunately, we did lose to Botafogo 2-0 in that game. Botafogo were the better team. There was no doubt about it. And in the Uruguayan Cup, we beat River Plate Montevideo 3-0 in the end in that game, becoming the first club to ever host the trophy twice since its inception in 2022. Of course, 2023, there was no cup, and then 2024, 2025, we won it. 26, we didn't, and then 2027, we won that trophy. So that is, in terms of the 3 trophies that, or 2 of the 3 trophies that we won. The other one, as you can see, title holders, we beat Nacional in the finals, the playoff finals. I did have a little bit of research why we had to play a final win overall. Because if you go overall, this is Copa Uruguay, sorry. We've got the league. So when you have your table, you've got the opening stage, closing stage, and then your overall table. Overall table, we had 100 points, whereas Nacional had 77, and we still had to play them in a final, which means we could have lost the Uruguayo Copa Coca-Cola Championship. And the only reason that that happened was because we were second in the closing stage and first in the opening stage, which is why the 2 plays. If it had to be that we won first in opening and closing stage, I don't think there would have been a playoff match. I think we would have won the overall. So I think that's how it works out. I'm not 100% sure if that is the case. We might find out this season because I'm planning on winning both the opening and closing because we have that have a good enough team rather to do that. Before we get into it, I just wanted to make a little bit of a note on our first team, Rangers Talca. Didn't have the best of season last season. They did finish 6th in the Chilean league. Not off to the best of starts in this league. Haven't won a game yet. Only one draw. And that was against Union Española. A little bit sad to see how they have decreased in their stature over the years. And, I mean, they still have some good players like Bruno Gutierrez, Edison. Freddy Martinez is still there as well, playing as a left back. They're playing a back three. That's why. What are they? What tactic is this? That's not what they're using. Come on. Don't lie to me. I see 3 back. Maybe they are playing. Maybe they just don't have another centre back in. But they're playing a 4-4-2. Not really working well for them. Menzies has come back into the squad. Nice to see him participating in there. Gonzalo Reyes still there, 32 years old. Gaston Rodriguez still there, 34 years old. Mateus there, 33 years old. They haven't really changed the squad, have they? It's been the same. Kyle Mikel is still there. Thomas Gonzalez is still there. No under 21s though, so I'm not sure how they're getting past that rule that you have to have at least 2 under 21s on your bench. Anyway, so that was just a quick one I wanted to bring up with them. In terms of us, like I said, we're doing quite well. We've played 3 games already this season. We can just have a quick recap. Mention the national game. We beat CA Progreso 2-0 in this game. Oliveira and Alonso both picking up goals in that one. A 3-0 victory over CA Cerro in this one. Gonzalez and Silveira picking up the goals. Silveira continuing where he left off. In the most recent game, a 4-2 victory. Silveira, Minero, Skunka, and Moreira all picking up some goals there. Our first game we conceded this season came against Centro Atletico Phoenix. Let's talk about transfers quickly. I think that is important. So this is our transfers. We'll talk about the guys going out. A couple of sales. Jamelo de Amores has left the club. He went for 65,000. Santiago Diaz left for 73,000. Franco Correa left for 52,000. And Johan Kumana left for 475,000, rising to 550. Absolutely crazy that this man left for 500,000. Considering we picked him up for free and played well, but I mean, with the offer of 500,000 coming in, it was never going to break. And then I have loaned a couple of players off to our affiliate squad, guys that you might not need to see. The likes maybe Kevin Gonzalez had a bit of a run last season. He's currently on loan there. And then 3 more sales, no fees, unfortunately, is Andreas Castro, an 18-year-old, never really going to make it into the team, as well as Facundo Ocampo, 19-year-old, and then most notably Heiner, our previous backup right back, left on a free transfer. His contract was expiring. He didn't want to renew it. They signed him for free. We have brought in some reinforcements. A couple of players, one specifically for the future, and that is Gabriel Barbosa. Yeah, we needed some goalkeepers. He looks like a decent little prospect. In terms of maybe making to the first team, probably not. But we definitely needed some backup in goalkeeping department, so he was one of them. In the first team, though, we did bring in a brand new goalkeeper in Fabrizio Correa. Now, Fabrizio was the keeper against us for River Plate Montevideo, and didn't have the best of time against me, so I was a bit concerned. But looking at his stats was just absolutely insane. This man was so good. I compared him to Randall Rodriguez, who was a keeper last season. And you can absolutely see it is 100% a huge, huge improvement, except for his first touch, which, I mean, isn't really the worst situation to have as a goalkeeper because we don't play with a sweeper goalkeeper. The rest of it is pretty much a huge, huge upgrade on us. Then we did manage to get some backup players. One man that we mentioned already because he supplied the assist from for Gadea's amazing goal from River Plate as well was Santiago Corbo. He is our backup right back option. Can also play left back, and in fact got the assist while playing at left back because we had a bit of an issue with our left back. Only issue with him, he is a little bit injury prone, And you can see he has had a couple of injuries already in 2028. Most recently, he got a slight knock during the Centro Atletico Phoenix game. Not ideal. Another defender we got in, our left backup option in Mario Garcia here. Mario looks like a very, very good player. Going to play backup to Ryan after Kamanya left the club. Decent little player, but again, I should be looking at these and I'm not. He is a little bit injury prone. In fact, is still recovering from an injury. He hasn't played a game yet for us because of injuries. So there's that. Well, he actually played one game. I think he came on as a sub in the last game. And then lastly, another centre-back, another defender. This is a utility man in Enzo Castillo. Can play left, can play right, can play centre. He can play anywhere, and we've already utilized him as a right-back and a centre-back. We'll be playing a little bit more in centre-back because Fangadu's got an injury in the last game, so we might see a little bit of him. I do like the look of him, a Uruguayan player. Looks like a very good player. Had decent enough couple of seasons with Quero Largo. And I liked him. I liked him a lot. So 88,000 felt like a no-brainer. In other news, we have rejected a couple of offers already now for Leonardo. Yeah, up to £1 million was Sukuma's offer. Serie B team. I feel like we can get 3.7 for him, or even closer to 4 million for him if we're going to sell him. I don't want to sell him because we're a little bit light when it comes to the center mid position. Let's talk about the squad, though. You can see, ignore Leonardo, who is currently injured. But if I had to go for my best 11, which I'll show you now in a bit, all I need to do is this. Like that. That is our best 11 that I feel is the best team. We got Correa in goals, Rosso on the right, Guzman, Fernandez, Ryan. You're all familiar with the rest of the team, basically. Minero, Leonardo, Morea, Gonzalez, Silvia, and Skunka. That's who I feel is the best team that we have currently. We're going to talk about a few of the other players. We've spoken about Castillo. Rivero had a bit of a run last season. A good 18-year-old centre-back who's set to develop and become quite a little formidable player. We've spoken about Garcia. Emiliano Roca had a couple of games last season. Has featured quite a bit this season already due to some injuries and suspension, one of them. He's developing absolutely brilliantly to see. You can see a couple of greens popping up now in the technicals and mentals. Another man from the youth academy is Michael Oliveira, 18 years old. He's probably the weakest out of all the ones that have come up from the youth academy. So it is an attacking midfielder position. It is someone we might be looking at. An option for that in the attacking midfielder is Gerardo here. Training him to play as the attacking midfielder and probably become more stable than Oliveira. You can see he has improved a little bit in all his little attributes. 17 years old, has still tons of time to progress. Lucas Santos here is an attacking midfielder. I kind of want to use him more as a striker on the left-hand side. I feel like he's got the chops to do that. Maybe even possibly be an attacking midfielder as a replacement for Gonzalez. Maybe Oliveira then drops out of the squad. There is that option. And then we've spoken about Gadea, scored an amazing overhead kick. And yeah, he looks like he could develop into an amazing little Uruguayan striker for us. 14 finishing, 13 first touch. Looks very good as an attacking option. Alonso, you know, Raggio is one that was on loan last season. I'm still trying to actively sell him, taking up a foreign slot, which I'm not too happy about. Fortunately, there is no interest in it. His contract does expire in just 4 months' time, or 5 months' time, almost 4 months' time. So probably will be out the door. We've spoken about Corbo. Lorzabal, you guys know. Gaston Gonzalez, you should know all about him. He had a great season last season. Played a couple of cup games for us. Did okay. And yeah, I expect to see a little bit more him playing in the center mid role this season. Last time played as an attacking midfielder. I want to use him as that option for when Leonardo or Perez isn't available. He will come in as a deep lying playmaker. And then lastly, Federico here. A good, solid centre-back. I've named him Federico because we do have another player with the exact same name in Michael Oliveira. It was Federico Oliveira, Michael Oliveira. Went with Federico because it sounded cooler than just Michael. And yeah, this guy's a very good centre-back. 18 years old. Can also play left-back. Don't want him to play left wing-back because, I mean, when you have a dribbling skill of 3 and crossing of 6, you're not going to be a good wing back at all. So that is the team. That is everybody that we've brought up into the squad. The transfer market is officially closed. And we've got a couple of games. We still haven't had the Libertadores draw yet. That happens just before the Nacional game, which I'm not going to show because we've seen Nacional a couple of times. So we're doing the Wanderers game today. And in terms of that game, I wanted this screen. There we go. You can see Wanderers are a decent team. I won't say they're the best team, but they are sitting in 12th place. 2 losses. They lost to De La Paz. Ooh, that's not good. Oriental De La Paz got promoted, and Albion also got promoted. Okay, maybe I was I might be overestimating them. I don't know. But if we look at the season preview, we are the huge odds-on favorites to win this competition. And really, I don't see how we can't win it. I mean, we are looking very, very good. Correa in the Dream 11, as well as Rosso, Moreira, Lucas Minero, Gonzalez, and Silveira, all in the Dream 11. Interestingly, though, Rosso has been put at left back for Dream 11. I see him more as a right back. He's not really strong on the left-hand side, so I don't know why they insist there. But anyway, that is the stuff. That is everything. So we are going to go to the Wanderers game. Let me sort out the squad, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So, guys, this is the team that's taking on Wanderers in the first game that you guys are going to see of the new season. Correa in goals. Ryan Castillo comes in for the injured Fangudis. He is fit enough to play only 45 minutes. Fangudis Fernandez, rather. And then Guzman on the right-hand side. Corbo will come into the squad after the injury to Rosso. He's not fully fit yet, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Lucas Minero comes into the midfield alongside Perez after Leonardo is out for the next 3 weeks, so he won't be able to feature. Up front, Moreira on the right-hand side with Gonzalez on the left. Those two have been absolutely brilliant. Skunka on the left, and then Gadea will come in on the right after Silveira picked up a minor knock and is not available for this game. This is the team that's starting. We are sticking with the 4-2-2 tactic, the box formation as we're calling it. Let's go to the game, taking on Wanderers. And there is a kickoff highlight to really get our engines going in this, the first video of the week. Ryan back to Castillo, back to Ryan, looking to bomb forward. That's what our wing backs do. I do have them on support. I had them on attack and we're making little gaps and stuff in the back, and it wasn't working out for me. I'll put them on support. They don't go as forward as before, but they still do get enough crosses in there that allows the assist. If I see we are struggling a little bit, I do switch them to attack and get forward if we're not looking like we're going to concede anytime soon. Ryan has now gone back to his position. There we go. Corbo on the other side takes the long-range effort. It doesn't bother Rodriguez's goal there. That was a very ambitious strike from Corbo there. Of course, we are currently sitting in third, having played a bit later than Nacional and River Plate Montenegro. Ideally, I want to win this game by 2 or 3 goals so we can go on goal difference with them. I mean, if we win by 3, we go top of the table. Here comes Ryan, though. We need to score 1 at least, though, to get a victory. Gadea on the back post. German Gadea with his second goal of the season. His first goal in the league. Of course, that was his debut goal, by the way, for us in the National Cup, that overhead kick that you saw earlier. This is his first official goal in the league, coming in as a substitute for Silveira, who picked up the injury. He's making the most of his minutes. As they say in wrestling, you need to make the most of your minutes, and that's exactly what he is doing. Whenever he gets to play, he really comes on and makes a big difference. This 4-4-2 formation from Wanderers, maybe not ideal to stop the crosses, especially when we go down through the middle. It does cause a little bit of problems for their defense. Minero brings that up nicely, read that like a book. Castillo on a yellow card. Not happy about that, but we'll ignore it for now. Gonzalez goes back to Castillo. Big, nice, patient build-up. I love it. Gonzalez, good ball through to Skunka. trying to go wide to Carbo, and their defender read it well, but Guzman reads his pass. Here's Corbo. Guzman, Lucas Mineiro. Beautiful ball to Moreira, looking for options, finds Gudea, turns and shoots. I mean, when you're playing with that type of confidence, oh, there's a throw-in now, our first real test. There is. Bagilio goes long. That was never going to bother Correa's goal. Absolutely crazy stuff there. Ryan with the throw. I have actually been training long throws, so you might be able to see a long throw come in every now and then. I haven't got it active yet on this game because I'm still not confident on their long throws, Rosso and Ryan, but we are working on it. I just want to try and add that as an extra element to our disposal. Ryan going for Gonzalez, nicely done into Skunka, couldn't get the shot in. Keeper, I think, got the touch to it in the end. And Wanderers building out now with their Correa coming down the wing. Looking for options, finds Series. Series gets tackled nicely by Monero. And now it's pulling it back. Correa with the goal kick. Castillo, Ryan. Wanderers playing a little bit at the back at the moment. Correa goes wide now, looking for options. Has two guys in the box, doesn't find anyone. Finds Lucas Monero instead. Correa's going to now build out from the back. Moreira, a quick little counter-attack. Moreira running down to that wing. Looking for options in the box. Pulls it back for Lucas Monero. Can take the shot. We've seen him score that a few times. We definitely have seen him score that a few times. Half time. And there's an injury to Moreira at half time. Come on. Going to bring on Gerardo as the attacking midfielder. He is the option for that right-hand side. Right before halftime as well. That is so annoying. No swaps. Wanderers evaluating the one opportunity, an XG of 0.03. All right. Well, let's go to the second half. Second half is underway. Starting deep in Wanderers' goal line. They keep it trying to go long. Not the best move because he's given the ball away. Now Skunka, not playing great. Lucas Monero through on goal. Great last-ditch tackle. But Franco Gonzalez was there to pick up the pieces. Parada's tackle maybe took it away from Rodriguez. I think Rodriguez might have had it covered. Skunka, beautiful pass across to Monero. Yeah, Parada, I think Rodriguez might have had that covered. And Gonzalez easily slots it home for the two. Wanderers have a free kick. Looking for Correa on the back post. Oh, Correa, I think, had that covered. I think he did. And we move on towards the hour mark. I need to make some swaps. Some guys are looking a little bit tired. Some guys are not playing well. Skunka, one of them not playing well. We'll bring on Alonso to play in that place. Recovering still from an injury, Alonso. Playing him as a striker. Elsewhere, Perez, we're going to give him a little bit of a rest. Gonzalez come in there. Gaston Gonzalez and Franco Gonzalez both in there. We might have to give... Let's give... I mean, it's going to happen, isn't it? It is definitely going to happen. We're finally going to be able to sing the Gaston song if he scores. That's what I want. That is what I want. He is now Gaston. That's where he's going to play. And then elsewhere, I am going to make one more swap. The yellow card for Castillo does make me a little bit nervous. We'll bring on Federico, a very capable centre half, just to cover that yellow card. Like I said, it's making me very, very nervous. It really, really does. I'd like a third goal, and then we could go top of the table with that third goal. You can see our heat map. We love to go through the middle in these games. I am going to make one more swap. I want to give Lucas Santos a run at center, at the attacking midfielder. That was a bad mistake from Rosso. It gives the ball away. And now Oliveira comes through. He's got options in the back. Bonilla pulls it back. A pull back to Bonilla, though, and a good finish past Correa. Nothing Correa could have done about that. Well, the chances of getting 3-goal lead is faded a little bit there. Oliveira pulled it nicely back from looking at two guys wide open. Monero and Gaston did not track their players at all, dropping back into the defense. That's what they're supposed to do. They decided against doing that. Like I said, I'm going to make that swap. I'm still feeling a little bit confident. I'm not feeling too out of sorts. I am going to take Ryan off. He's looking a little bit tired there. Muriel Garcia come in there. I was going to give Santos a run, but unfortunately we don't have any more subs, and Ryan's looking very tired. So is Corbo. I'd rather swap Ryan out because Rosso is coming back from injury. We have Garcia, who is back from injury, getting his first real taste of Penarol action. It is going to be a 2-1 victory for us over Wanderers. They came back in the second half. We played well. Franco Gonzalez picks up man of the match. Fantastic little result. How long is Morea out? 7 weeks. Ooh. Well, I guess that means our boy's going to have some time. Gerardo is going to have a little bit of time to develop into that position. In terms of when we're coming back, we're waiting for the Copa Libertadores to come up. That's happening just before the Nacional game. I'm not doing the Nacional game again because we've seen that so many times already. Well, there you have it, guys. Apologies yet again for the lack of content when it comes to winning trophies. Unfortunately, you missed 3 celebrations for us. We won the Copa Uruguaya, we won the Copa Coca-Cola, and of course, we won the Super Uruguaya trophy. It didn't win that elite continental football, but we are playing Libertadores football this season. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's coming up next, probably tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Your boy, the Vaslap, is out of here. Peace and chicken grease.